Welcome to this Good Friday trip. So I'm taking the bike out for its first maiden camping trip, if you like. I've got these Rhino Walk bags on here, so that'll be interesting to see how it's going. I've got a campsite booked, and I'm going to be heading through the back roads, the Tet of Kent and Sussex. Yeah, these bags droop a little, but I've used these cable ties, bungees, to kind of fan it out a little bit. I think the rain is fairly sporadic today, and the sun is definitely threatening to come out. This is also a test of the kind of distances that I'm planning to do on the Tet. 250 kilometers, just filled it up with petrol. It took about 13 liters, but the fuel gauge had started to blink at me, so there must be still 4 liters still in the tank, even when it starts to flash at you. Lots of gravel on the road. I guess it all got washed up last night. Bit of a miserable day, to be honest. I thought it was going to be better than this, but you know what, this bike is perfect for this. Cottage and Oakley house, hiker. It's very nice. I would say, the bike is coping perfectly well, apart from my cold feet. My cold feet is the only restricting factor here, and my skill. The roads are very mucky, very slippery, slimy. That's a good word. Very slimy. Ooh. Loosen myself up. There you go. Had to happen. So this place is called Bluebell Hill, apparently. So I just did some off-road on this in very thick mud, and it did not cope. Those tyres do not do mud at all. But now it's nice and dirty, so that's good. Yeah, some guy came along, obviously knew what he was talking about. Yeah, he said you'd struggle even with knobblies in this mud. So he said even some dirt bikes struggle up there. So yeah, that's nice. Nice little pond. Trottis Cliff. Look at that. Lovely. I tell you what though, my back is beginning to hurt a little bit. It's about an hour and a half so far, but I think that's probably more the fact that I've got a bloody backpack full of water on my back, and nothing to do with the actual bike itself. I can feel, I've heard some people say this seat is hard, and I'm beginning to feel that a little bit. So yeah, a 10-hour day on this bike might be, it could be slightly problematic. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. God, I love farms. Imagine living on a farm, how wonderful that would be. Ooh, sun, come on sun, stay out. Yeah, so I fell off twice, to be honest. Dropped it twice. And yeah, okay, it was muddy, but it's not caused any damage. Try not to do that though. Don't really want to be falling off and dropping a bike without any crash bars on it. Ugh, yeah, it is. Ugh, it's a bit muddy. Yeah. Oh, I've dropped my bike 3 times today in mud. These tyres do not do mud, and the trouble is with these lanes is there's a lot of mud. I feel like to drive quite carefully. I mean, admittedly, the areas that I did fall off were like really muddy, not like this, but still. These are not mud tyres. Yeah, so I mean, falling over in the mud happens, doesn't it? But you know, they're only, to be honest, the bike has held up really well. I mean, I haven't broken the bike at all. Oh, look at that. Very nice. I love these. I think they're called host houses. I don't like going down hills because then you end up having to go uphill. Don't trust this. This is the problem, you see. Going uphill. Pushing a bike uphill backwards is not easy. Man, this bike is giving me a workout today. It really is. Really giving me a workout. Oh my god. Yeah. This is all I can say. I'm glad that I do not have a very heavy adventure bike. And this is heavy. I mean, this is 196 kilos. That is still pretty heavy when you're trying to maneuver it backwards uphill. Believe me. So, yeah, if you've got a heavier bike, good luck to you. That's all I can say. It's 8:47 and I'm going home. Yeah, the tent was a little bit small, I have to say. So one-man tent. I mean, I've got all my gear in there. Although that just does kind of, bloody hell, look at this road. It does kind of cozy it up a bit, you know, makes it a bit warmer because you've got all your gear in there with you. Apart from that, I slept very well, I have to say. I think, you know, the mattress is good. It's a little bit squeaky. Wouldn't mind trying to find a coffee somewhere. The Rhino bags are doing really well. I mean, touch wood. But yeah, I mean, when you consider they're a sort of Chinese cheap knockoff of sort of Krieger bags, I suppose, something like that. They're actually pretty good. Hawkhurst, this is nice. So I did 100 miles yesterday, or thereabouts. So I think my 200 kilometer daily limit is probably about right. Roads like this I could probably go further for sure, but yeah, just all those twisty roads yesterday. Yeah, 200 kilometers seems pretty much like spot on.